Vegetables and junk food. What's happening? We're going to talk about Takeoff. Rest in peace to Takeoff. And unfortunately, people aren't talking about the real reason why he lost his life. I'm going to tell you why he lost his life. And obviously he was shot, right? But we got to get to the root. The root of the issue. And that root is tough guy syndrome. What do I mean by tough guy syndrome? Everybody wants to be a tough guy. You don't know, I can't count how many times I've heard a rapper say, "I'm willing to die for my respect." I know people personally who are doing time in prison because they were disrespected. There is this idea that if somebody disrespects you, you have to respond with violence. And that's where that tough guy syndrome comes in. And that's only a part of it. Because there is this idea that when you act tough, you are a protector. There are women who are attracted to men who are violent. Not all, but some. So you have men that are trying to impress other men, and then you have men that are trying to impress women, and then you bring in social media. You add social media to that pot. Now you got this big tough guy gumbo pot. Everybody wants to be a tough guy. Nobody wants to walk away. Imagine how many people would still be alive if they could simply walk away. Instead of trying to stand and demand and come to blows or get into a shootout with somebody behind some disrespect, you could simply walk away. Now, you could also avoid places where people with a lack of emotional intelligence, money, and firearms congregate. That's a bad combination. That's a bad combination. A lack of emotional intelligence, money, and guns. You got all these people with all this jewelry and all these stacks of cash showing off. They don't think about things before they do it. They're probably intoxicated. And then they rolling with these shooters, quote unquote shooters, which is ridiculous when you think about it. If somebody says I only roll with shooters, they're basically saying they run with stupid people who are looking forward to shooting somebody. A shooter is somebody who is known to shoot people. So why would I want to surround myself with somebody that's trigger happy? But everybody's want to talk about they rolling with shooters. These tough guys. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you're still watching, make sure you hit the like button because this message is a message that I'm hoping a lot of people get. Hit the like button. Hit it. And subscribe. Tough guy syndrome. Nobody wants to be viewed as a punk or a sucker. People got to stand there and stand their ground. Tough guy syndrome. Everybody's a tough guy. So let me ask you guys a question. Fellas and ladies, let me give you a scenario. And I want you to put in the comments how you would respond in this scenario. You are out with your significant other and somebody bumps into your lady, and if you're a woman, somebody bumps into you. right? And they say, damn, bitch, move out the way. Now, if you're a guy, you're hearing somebody say this to your woman. And if you're a woman, you're the woman that just got bumped into. And the guy was like, damn, bitch, move out the way. You don't know who this guy is. Let's say y'all are at the airport. You don't know who this person is. No, we're not going to say the airport. Let's not say the airport. Let's just say you out and about shopping. Downtown, somewhere, going shopping. It's the holidays, Black Friday, and this happens. What do you do? Do you address it right there and confront that person and say, hey, homie, who you talking to? Excuse me? Or do you say, you know what, let's get out of here. He ain't got no sense. These people acting crazy. Let's go home. Do you confront that person? Because if you do, then it might end badly for both of you. You don't know that person from a can of paint. They may have a gun. They may have left the house looking for trouble. You remember when we were children and people would come to school emotional. Something happened, somebody died, and they come to school mad, looking for somebody to fight. I remember when my partner Nick, one of his family members died in the fire. He was at school crying and just mean mugging everybody, just waiting for somebody to say something. Waiting for somebody to say something. Sometimes people move like that in the public. They're just having a bad day. And they're looking for a problem. So this person just disrespected you, bumped into you, called you out your name, called your woman out her name. And they were looking forward to, they looking for somebody to respond in a manner that allows them to get active. What happens if that person shoots you? Then what? You died over something that you could have walked away from. You died over something that you could have walked away from. Or you got into a fight, or you got stabbed, or you got arrested. Maybe you got into a fight and you were able to walk away. Maybe you beat his ass. The reason why I asked this question is because some of you in the comments are going to be honest and say, you know what? I would want my husband to beat his ass. Some of you would say, I'm not letting anybody disrespect my woman. It's going to go down. And some of you would say, I would want my husband to let it go so we can go home because people acting crazy. And so when you have the emotional intelligence to walk away from situations that don't require a violent response, then you don't find yourself in situations where people are getting killed unnecessarily. Rest in peace, Takeoff. This was a party. This was supposed to be a celebration of somebody's life. But at this celebration of life, there was a bunch of tough guys who felt the need to start shooting into a crowd. That's why Takeoff is dead, because everybody wants to be a tough guy. Rest in peace, Takeoff. It's the Poor Black Man, Vegetables and Junk Food. I will see you on the next one. 30 days of content. I will be dropping a video every day for the next 30 days. See you on the next one. Peace.